Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys today and create a very romantic, soft Valentine's Day inspired look. We're going to start with the eyes, which have already been primed. So we're going to be going in with a soft pink eyeshadow. This is from Morphe, and I'm just going to be putting that in that crease and transition area in windshield wiper motions with a big fluffy brush, just going back and forth. This is going to be the main color in that area, so I want to make sure that everything is covered and smooth. And then we're going to be picking up this brown shade. This is from BH Cosmetics. I'll put the palette, the name of it down below. And I'm just going to be putting this in that outer corner. I really want to focus that darkness on that very outer corner and not go inwards because this is a very soft look. I end up going over it with Deep Skin, which is a light brown, and just blending it all out, making sure that it's not too dark. And then just keeping that in that outer corner and just going in circular motions. So now I'm going to be taking a flat brush and spraying it with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to be picking up a really beautiful rose gold eyeshadow. This is also from that same BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just going to be packing this all over my lid. I want to make sure that I'm packing from the inner corner to that outer corner, and I want to make sure that I'm not going up above that crease. I want to keep this, because it is shimmery, down low, and just keep packing it onto the lid in that consistency that I want. And so I go back a few times with the eyeshadow and the MAC Fix Plus and just pack, making sure that I get that brightness. And then I'm going to be going in with a baked eyeshadow, and it's a flat gold shadow, and I'm just going to be popping that onto the center of my lid using that same exact technique, putting some MAC Fix Plus on the brush and then just applying it straight to the ball of my lid, making sure that it's in that very center. I do flip my brush over, and then I kind of mix the colors together, making sure that there's no harsh lines between that rose gold color and that flat gold. So now I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes. I'm going to be mapping out my wing. You guys know that I love using a liquid liner for this step, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, keeping it fairly thin on that lash line and then bringing it out into my wing. And then I'll be going in with my favorite gel liner. You guys guessed it. It's the Maybelline's Eye Studio Blackest Black Gel Liner. And I'm just going to be filling in my wing and just making sure that everything is smooth and sharp. I do go in and clean it up with a concealer like I usually do. And then I'll go ahead and do my other eye as well. So after my wings are done, I'm going to go ahead and just curl my lashes, and I'm going to be picking up one of my all-time favorite mascaras from the drugstore. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I love this mascara. It totally lengthens my lashes, makes them high up to the sky, higher the lashes, the closer to God. And then I end up actually going back over them with a coat of the Immortal lashes from Kat Von D, just to add some more fullness to my lashes since I do not wear falsies. So now I'm going to prime my skin, and I'm using the Dr. Brandt Pore No More's primer. This is hands down my favorite primer ever, and I don't use it enough, but I pulled it out to use it for this video, and I'm just popping that onto the center of my face, blending it outwards, and it just makes your skin just so smooth, and it's absolutely beautiful. It sits so well underneath your foundation. So then I'm just going to be taking a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to be applying my YSL Fushion Ink Foundation. This foundation is awesome. It's like a soft matte, but it's not super drying and super matte. It has that just, you know, velvety finish to it, and which is perfect because I want a more like dewy-ish kind of soft matte look, just somewhere in between that. So I'm just applying that with my damp beauty blender. This is going to help add a little bit of that luminosity to this foundation. So I'm just going to press that into the skin, blending it down the neck and chest, making sure everything is the same color. And then I'm going to be going in and concealing and brightening. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Age Rewind, and I put this pretty heavy in those under eye areas, kind of coming all the way down to the tip of my nose and then all the way up towards the temples, and then also in that T-zone area. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with the damp beauty blender as I usually do. It's my favorite way to blend out concealer. So I want to highlight just a little bit more underneath that eye area and in that T-zone. So I'm taking Ivory Lace, which is a really beautiful highlighter. It's a cream highlighter from Chella, and I'm just popping those into that under eye and a little bit in that T-zone area and blending it out with my damp beauty blender. And then I'm just going to be setting it with some powder. This is from Makeup Forever. And I'm just going to be making sure that I keep that powder as close to that under eye area as possible, because I don't want to mattify my face, so I just want to keep it in that area just to make sure I don't crease in my under eyes. Now I'm taking an illuminator and I'm just going to be popping that onto the high points of my cheekbones, making sure that I just keep that luminosity to my cheeks. And now I'm going in with the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, and I'm just going to be contouring out my face. I'm going to add that little kind of cup U shape right there on that apples of my cheeks. This is going to help make a more defined apple, which is what I wanted for this look. And then I'll just be blending that out with a damp beauty blender and applying the cream contour to the rest of those areas that I want to add some dimension to my face. So my temples, forehead, underneath my chin, and on my nose. And then I will just blend that out with the damp beauty blender again. This is going to help your contour just look really natural, which is what I'm going for. And then I'm going to pop on some blush. I'm using a powder blush, and I totally didn't realize that I picked it up until I went back and watched the footage. But that's okay, because I went very light-handed with it. And then I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus to set everything in and to add a little bit of that dewiness to that blush and to my cheeks. And then I'm going in with that dark brown in a flat definer brush, and I'm just popping that on to that under eye area. And then I'm going to be taking those two deep brown and pink shadows on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to be smoking out that bottom lash line. I love blending out and smoking out that bottom lash line. A lot of people like to keep it harsh, which I don't, or a lot of people like to keep it blank, which I don't, because it will make your eyes squintier. So then I'm going to pop on some highlighter. I'm using a baked blush from Sephora, and this is in Stardust. I'm popping it onto the cheekbones and those high points of my face. And then I'm going over it with Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Bliss. I'm absolutely obsessed with this highlighter. So I'll just be putting that on top of all those highlighted areas. I also went in with that Ivory Lace highlighter again and popped that into that waterline, and then put some mascara on that bottom lash line just to pull my eyes together. And now I'm going in with Mauve. This is a lip liner from Jordana, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I don't overline them too much, just kind of go with the natural curve of my lips, and then I fill them in. And then I'm going to be going in with two different flat pigment lip glosses. This is from LAGirl. I know, I use these all the time. I'm obsessed with this product, and honestly, these are the only like matte finish glosses that are sitting on my vanity, so I just reach for them first. I'm going in with Fleur, which is a like nudie pink color. It looks orange on camera, which drives me freaking crazy, but I'm just going to be popping that onto the lips, and then I'm going to add Dreamy over top to add a little bit more of that pinky nude shade, which is what I wanted. And then I'll be going in with MAC's Nylon and popping that into the inner corner of my eyes to finish out the look, just to kind of make my eyes appear wider. And then after that, my look is complete. So that's it for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this soft, romantic Valentine's Day inspired look. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on all the fun here on AMF Makeup. I will also be listing everything that I used down below as per usual, as well as my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and my website, so you guys can be BFFs with me and follow me there. Always remember to be your own kind of beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye! Will this really be one of my videos without tea?